My name is Dominik Isner. I'm an entrepreneur and the co-initiator of the Regenerative Tourism initiative, who is organizer of this Moverence. We believe that regenerative tourism is very important and holds a lot of potential. But still, we need first movers and people that hold the line and push it forward. That's why we initiated the Moverence here in central Switzerland.
Regenerative tourism is for me a new and fresh approach how we can understand this topic that we love, tourism and hospitality. And I have a really good feeling about this Moverence because we have a great group of participants, very motivated, very bright minds and industry leaders who came together here with us in central Switzerland to discuss the future of tourism and the regenerative approach.
The mindset that we really need to bring to this topic is one of real openness and curiosity. We're really looking at tourism in a different way, seeing it not as an industry, but as a living system, a network. And that means we need to cut out the boundaries, I guess, that separate us from the rest of our economy, the rest of our society. So coming at the topic with a high degree of curiosity, a willingness to think differently, if you like, out of the box of traditional tourism, and to recognize that we're all deeply, fundamentally connected.
I think the right way to bring people together is for conferences like the Moverence, which serves at a place where people can learn from others, can gain experiences, and have a framework or a blueprint that will help them to undertake regenerative projects that will better their community.
What did I take away from this conference? The intellectual horsepower that's here. The power of group thinking has been fantastic. And as part of that, it's this shared experience where we agree on something in principle, but now we're struggling to define it, in a sense. And my challenge is, do we really need to create a definition for it? Or can we actually contextualize what we're learning and put it into practical application? Do we really need to create a marketing element to regenerative tourism, or is it just a mindset and a way of thinking? So if we actually have discussions and build it into the mindset of what we're trying to do, it becomes an easier thing because it's a way of life, it's a way of thinking, and that will naturally translate into a contextual application of what regenerative tourism is.
Your question is, how do we start? Well, I think we start being prepared to admit we don't know, willing to take the time to meet with each other and listen and not immediately assume we know what the answers are. We start by asking questions, not questions as in judgmental or skeptical questions, but just asking deeper questions of what are we here for? What is the essence of hospitality? What are we trying to achieve by creating a, quote, regenerative tourism? What do we understand by those words? How do we understand it differently? So a whole series of questions that begin to show our unity of purpose. That requires a degree of patience. So patience and a willingness to live with the questions, as the poet Rainer Rilke said.